times, he's going to be, really, really up for it. And he's took AJ's best shot. So, it's a big mountain for him to climb if they do the rematch. And I think the rematch, if they do it, will be in the States. I don't think it'll be in England at all.
I asked you this the other day, but I'll ask you, Frank. What would it take now to make that fight with Joshua and Tyson now?
Well, do you know what I would do? In my opinion, I wouldn't do the rematch. I'd wait and fight Tyson. That's what I would do. I'd go and take a good 9 months out and then come back and fight Tyson.
Because that fight will still be there.
It's a massive fight.
Yeah.
It's still a massive fight. And one way or another, something's going to come out about what did happen behind the scenes, if something happened. The guy who's supposed to knock him out, what was his name?
Dewayko.
He's fighting, coincidentally he's been given that fight against Gassiev, so who knows? I mean, was that a sweetener for him? I've got no idea. But the bottom line is, something will come out at the end if indeed, something did happen. But that's what I would do about him. Him and Tyson, Wembley, massive fight. Massive.
The only problem is how much would we chuck him, Frank?
Well, it's 50-50, wasn't it? Are you sure? You know what I mean?
Are you mad?
That's what I'm saying. Are you sure? We're just the boots on the other foot now.
Oh, well, someone's just done a knockout loss, haven't they?
Yeah, I just heard about that.
So, I think we're talking in the region of something with a 2 in front of it, maybe. Anywhere with a 2.
Yeah.
So, negotiable.
Look, he's the man. Look, independent. We all got our views on who's the best heavyweight. I've said from day one, and I'll bang the drum because I'm with Tyson, that he's the best out there. It was nice to see the Ring magazine, say this guy, and this man here is the number one, and he is the number one heavyweight. He got robbed. He should be WBC champion as we stand here now. He got robbed, no doubt about that. He is number one, and Wilder number 2 and Ruiz number 3. That's.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I was letting you guys listen to a portion of a video from IFL. They were interviewing Frank Warren and Tyson Fury. And Frank Warren had some very interesting things to say, as you guys heard. He stated that Anthony Joshua should avoid the rematch, take the time off, and come back and fight Tyson Fury in 9 months. Wow. So, if he takes 9 months off, I'm assuming this is after the Wilder fight, or they were planning to ditch Wilder and just fight Joshua. Now, a lot of ways this could go, because they said it could sell out Wembley, 90,000 people easy. That would really sell. That would be a huge UK fight. Now they mentioned the money, and Tyson Fury replied, "Are you mad? 50-50. No. How about 20? How about 20%, right? 20-80. Because someone just got a knockout loss. Someone doesn't have the belts. But guess what? None of these guys have belts. So, not yet. And again, that just depends on if Anthony Joshua's just going to wait for that, which I doubt. Like Frank Warren thinks that the fight won't even be in the UK, the rematch between him and Ruiz. It will be in the US, of course. That's what he thinks. He also said that the truth is going to come out about the Jason DeWaco incident. Okay, so that's been brewing around. And Frank Warren had a lot to say about that. He said a lot about that last week. And I didn't really touch on that because I figured that I touched on that enough from other fighters and their own perspective of what happened with Anthony Joshua, yada, yada, yada. So he says that, Andy Ruiz took Anthony Joshua's best punch, which he did. The only problem is Joshua wasn't able to hit him with that same punch again. Okay, because Ruiz made the adjustments. Anthony Joshua did not. So I had to counterpunch that. But back to Tyson Fury. The shoe's on the other foot, so they say. And they want 80-20. Okay? Not a 50-50 split. Nothing like that. But they are interested in that fight. That's weird. You know, you got both of these guys side by side, the fighter and the promoter, saying, hey, we want to fight Joshua. Joshua, forget about the rematch. We'll fight you in Wembley when you just take time off and come back in the ring. Right? So it sounds very interesting, you know, and it's definitely another option, you know, and I can imagine someone like Eddie Hearn hearing this, and it's like, oh, that is an option. You know, fight Fury. Fury's undefeated. Fury drawed with Wilder. Wilder's the WBC. Okay? You know, but I seriously doubt it. I think that it's an urgency from Team Joshua to get those belts back, but it would be very interesting to see these guys get it on in Wembley, because that is a big fight. And in fact, that should have been the fight that should have happened after the Wilder-Fury fight, honestly. That should have happened in Wembley on April 13th. That should have been the fight that touched everybody off. Deontay Wilder should have fought his mandatory, and Anthony Joshua and Fury should have fought each other. That's, if I had a choice, that's how I would have it, because at least we would have had at least Fury fighting Deontay Wilder, then Fury, then fighting Anthony Joshua. And then Fury would have a better resume than everyone, pretty much, at that point. Because he's fought Klitschko, he's fought Wilder, he's fought Anthony Joshua. How many people can say that they've done that, right? So, and then let alone done it, how were they victorious or not? You know what I'm saying? And 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So, and then a lot of people thought that Tyson Fury won. So, you know, including myself, I thought he did enough to win. Now, one thing I want to touch on is their rankings. Now, a lot of people state that Tyson Fury's #1. Ring Magazine feels so. He's #1 ranked. And then Deontay Wilder #2, then Joshua #3. Or I think it was, I got to check the rankings again. But I believe it was Tyson Fury. But this is the rankings according to Frank Warren. He said that Tyson Fury's #1, of course. Deontay Wilder's #2. And Ruiz is #3. Now, I would disagree with that. I think Ruiz is #1 because Joshua was #1. You see what I'm saying? Joshua gets bumped down. That doesn't mean other people come up. They have to fight for that ranking to move up. You don't move up simply because someone else gets knocked down. The person that won or beat that #1 person becomes that #1. You see what I'm saying? Even in the Ring Magazine. Because in the Ring Magazine, Anthony Joshua was #1. Right? Then Tyson Fury. Then Deontay Wilder. Then everyone else after that. So I feel that, you know, why people are moving Tyson Fury up automatically for no reason. He hasn't fought yet. Sure, he fights Saturday. He could get knocked out. So does that mean if he gets knocked out, does Schwartz become #1? It should be. You see what I'm saying? That's how it should work. Because he knocked you off. He doesn't move up to where he was. He moves up to who he knocked off. You know, he came to that totem pole slide and knocked off that symbol. You know? So I don't know what that is about. But anyway, I would definitely disagree with those ranking systems. I think it's Ruiz, then I think it's Fury, then I think it's Wilder. Okay? And Wilder and Fury have to fight for who is 2. Okay? And if they want to beat 1, they have to see Ruiz, just like they had to see Joshua. Bottom line, people. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Frank Warren pitching the idea of Joshua skipping the rematch and coming right for the gusto and fighting Fury at Wembley Stadium. Of course, leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.